Resident Evil Village is a visually stunning, somewhat open-world Resident Evil game recently released by Capcom. My name is CCrodriguez, and today on Let's Review, I will be providing my thoughts and opinions on the latest game to be released into the Resident Evil universe. Just a disclaimer, this video may contain some minor spoilers, although I will try my best to only discuss general aspects of the game, and provide footage from the first hour or so of gameplay. Resident Evil Village does a nice job tying in the story content to the rest of the games. While Resident Evil Biohazard introduced new players into an already crowded field, Village did a decent job at organizing these players. This was done through the use of notes laying about different locations, a classic staple in Resident Evil games, which makes collecting and reading different notes found more enjoyable. However, one thing that is lacking about the content is the use of puzzles. Resident Evil games have always been known for their puzzles, but in Village, puzzles were few and far between. These puzzles were also not very difficult, with only one of them requiring some sort of thought behind it. Usually puzzles include lighting torches on fire with a central torch, which was interesting at first, but lost its flair after the third or fourth one. The gameplay in Village is good, but does leave a lot to be desired in certain areas. I found that the combat mechanics especially were lacking when it came to gunfights and large numbers of enemies. Resident Evil Village handles like Biohazard, and for scary elements of the game, that style works. The first half of the game was very enjoyable, and the combat and movement flaws were not noticeable. However, those flaws became glaring in the back half of the game when the scares, the creeping around, and the somewhat scarce enemy numbers turned into hordes of enemy, and the requirement of fast-paced movements. The game shifted its style to fit more with Resident Evil's 5 and 6 fast-paced Resident Evil games, but kept the same handling mechanics as Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, which was a much slower game. This was most obvious towards the end of the game, which has a part that requires the player to mow down large groups of enemies. The game feels fast around you, but your character seems to be stuck in slow motion, which takes away from the experience. Again, this plays well in the first half, which emphasizes sneaking through dark rooms, but hurts the momentum in the second half. Visually, the game is stunning, and the somewhat open world style of Village adds to the enjoyment. While the game is linear in how you progress, you are given the freedom to walk around the village and explore what's around you. There is a fairly simple merchant system and even character upgrades you get for cooking meals, if you want to complete everything. There are also secret treasures and side quests to find and complete, which add more to the 8+ hours of story content. Resident Evil Village is a decent game and a great addition to the franchise as a whole. It had Game of the Year potential after the first half, but the back half grind, puzzle difficulty, and combat mechanics brought it down. While it may not be in the category of Resident Evils 4, 7, or the 2 remake, it is a much better game than 5, 6, and the remake of 3. Overall, I would give Resident Evil Village an 8.2 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know of any other games you would like me to play in the comment section below. My name is CCrodriguez, and I will see you all next time.